Hey everyone, Felipe here. Welcome to another Tower of Saviors card review video. In this video, I'll be taking a look at the card Ultimate Armor X. This is going to be a reward card that you get for dual maxing all the characters from the Rockman Dive series. This means it will be all 5 non-jackpot cards as well as the 3 jackpot cards. So, it is a little bit non-free-to-play friendly since you will have to get lucky to get all 3 jackpot cards in order to be able to get this card. So let's take a look at the leader skill. The leader skill, when the team has only Machinas, team attacks times 7, HP and recovery times 1.6. By dissolving dark or heart runes, team attack times 2.2 additionally. And water, light, dark and heart also possess 50% effect of other attribute runestones. This means that this card can be built for a mono dark Machina team as well as a rainbow Machina team. Because you have water, light, dark and heart also possessing attacking runes of other attributes. So you can slot fire, earth members without having to worry about them not launching attacks. So overall, this team skill is pretty similar to the 1% jackpot card. Team attack times 7 is pretty nice, 2.2 additionally is also nice, and HP and recovery times 1.6 is pretty high as well. So now let's take a look at the team skill, because this will also trigger when you run Ultimate Armor X as leader and ally. So let's take a look at the leader skill. Actually, the leader skill triggers when the leader is Ultimate Armor X and the ally is any type of X. So you can mix and match your leader and ally that way. So first effect, extend runestone movement time by 3 seconds, which means that your total time will now be 8 seconds. And the next 5 effects will be based on the amount of seconds you move in the round. So if your runestone movement time is greater or equal than 2 seconds, team attack times 2.2. This is a basic attack multiplier, so it's always nice to have. And realistically, you will always be spending more than 2 seconds, so we can treat this as a constant 2.2 attack multiplier. Third, if movement time is greater or equal than 4 seconds, the attack of all X's times 3.3 additionally. This is pretty big. Most of attack multiplier bonuses are usually 1.6, 1.8, 1.2, 2.2, so 3.3 is a lot. I guess in order to balance it, only X's get this attack boost, so not your entire team might not get this 3.3 attack boost. So this is going to be a really nice attack boost, but it also tells me that it will benefit a mono X team, which, since X is the jackpot card, the 1% jackpot card, it is very unrealistic unless you spend a lot of diamonds to get a mono X team. However, on the plus side, if you already have Ultimate Armor X, this means that you have at least 3 X's that you can use. You can use your leader, you can use the 1% jackpot card, and then you also have the ally. So this is going to be at least 3 X's that can benefit from this 3.3 attack multiplier. So next, if movement time is greater than 6 seconds, Ultimate Armor X launches an attack of 5 attributes, as much as 30% of its own attack. This is pretty nice, because there are enemies that only take damage from certain attributes, so being able to launch attack of 5 different attributes will be really powerful. However, the downside is it's only 30% of its own attack, so it might not necessarily kill an enemy in one shot unless you boost him up with other active skills in your team. 5, if runestone movement time is more than 8 seconds, so basically without any other multipliers, you can only trigger this if your time runs out normally, since your total movement time for an Ultimate Armor X is going to be 8 seconds. This will be turn all runestones into Machina runes at the end of the round. So for anyone that's played a Tengen Toppa team or a team with the light Machina, I think Samui or Veronica, you will know that if your entire board is race runes, it will block certain board debuffs. So it will block Petrify runes from activating, it will block Frozen runes from activating, it will block Weekend and Muck runes. so weakened and lock runes. So these board debuffs will not trigger if your entire board is made out of race runes. So being able to trigger this every round will be really beneficial for X, because you can counter these enemy skills before you even get to those enemies. So overall, that 5th skill is going to be really nice. Then the next team skill is the usual Rockman Dive, Dragonic Craft skill, so you acquire Energy Tank. So overall, as a leader, this card is really good. It is pretty awesome as a leader, honestly, for a quote-unquote free card. However, the fact that you have to have all 3 jackpot cards means that you already have the 1% jackpot card. So you might as well use that card as a leader as well. So basically, Madhead is just giving us a third option to use as a leader. So it's not bad, but it also isn't as free-to-play friendly, since, like I said, you have to have the 1% jackpot card to be able to get this card. So now let's take a look at the active skill. This is a CD8 skill, and for 1 round, based on the rune that you let go at the end of moving, generate enchanted Machina runes of that attribute in the first batch. This is really nice because you can customize which runes get to drop. So this is going to be really beneficial against enemies that have the cumulative element shields. So 20 fire runes, 50 earth runes, etc. So the way this skill is written, I think it's written with Time Tunnel in mind. So normally, whichever rune you pick up first will be the rune that you let go. So in normal situations, if you want to drop dark runes, you pick a dark rune. If you want to drop fire runes, you pick a fire rune. But in the case of Time Tunnel, since you can pick and drop anyone's, I think this skill is written so that your last movement will be the one that will drop as the first batch. So in my opinion, this skill is really good, because no matter what team you are running or what enemy you encounter with the cumulative shield, you can break it with just 1 card. So normally you would want to bring cards that, or specific cards like, I don't know, Links or Uncle 2 for different attributes, but this card can do it all. This card can provide you all 5 elements depending on which one you need at that point. So this 1 card will be a really good member. And especially for the second skill, or the second skill effect, the skill CD -3 at the end of the round, which makes this a CD5 skill once you activate it for the first time. And having a CD5 skill that generates a bunch of attacking runes, it's really good in my opinion. Because you can burst out an enemy if you need every 5 rounds. Realistically, we will not find cumulative shield enemies back to back, so you can use this skill as a damage booster as well. But yeah, overall this skill is really nice. The leader skill is really nice as well. In my opinion, this card is a really well designed card, and I wish it would be really free to play friendly. But because you do need to have all 8 characters at dual max, including the 1% jackpot card, it might not be as accessible for everyone in the game right now. But if you have him, it is basically, if you get lucky and get all 3 jackpot cards, it is basically an extra X that you can get for the 3.3 attack multiplier skill, and a really good member to have as well. But yeah, that is all I had for this card. Actually no, in terms of team compositions, definitely use him as a Rockman Dive leader or as a Rockman Dive member. However, the benefit of his active skill also can benefit mono dark teams such as Baal or SR Greeks or Ingzhen. Basically any dark team that can fit Ultimate Armor X can be used to break those cumulative shields. But yeah, now that is all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed the content, and as always, please let me know in the comments if I missed anything or said anything wrong, and I hope you stay tuned on my YouTube channel to watch all other Tower of Saviors content that I post. So take care, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone!